Hello everyone, welcome to TradeVasty Online Trading Academy. This is Dynamic FX bringing you today's weekly market analysis. Please hit the subscribe button and the notification button so that you are notified every time we post a new video. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you like the video. If you still don't like the video, still give us a thumbs up. We'll appreciate that. A big shout out to our viewers. For those of you who have been following our trade signals, been following this channel. Thank you for the encouragement. Thank you for the views. Thank you for the likes. We had a great week last week. We had some very wonderful calls. Crude oil was a great sell for us. We're still holding the trade, even as a group. Already locked in, like, let's say how many pips? Let's see how many pips with crude oil. That was a good call. Okay, about for 45 pips already. We'll see what we expect for the week. What I'm planning to do is to see how I could make this video as short as possible. So I may not have enough time to cover so many pairs, but we'll talk on most of the opportunities that we'll be looking at as a group, as TradeVasty, and we'll also try to put some of our trades up on our website for you to see the accuracy of our calls. Don't also forget that we have the course if you want to learn how to make your own trade decisions, your own trade plans, if you want to have a better understanding of how to approach the market, if you also want to learn to trade other asset class like futures, bonds, treasuries, stocks, indices, commodities, please head over to www.tradevasty.com and we'll be happy to take you through effective trading strategies that can help you achieve consistent profits. All right, that being said, as we always love to do here at TradeVasty, we always like to start with the sentiment for the week, looking at the COT report. The COT stands for Commitment of Traders. For those of you that are new to this channel, is a report issued by the Commodities Futures Trading Commission in the United States. This report gives the positions of big institutions, financial institutions like the JP Morgan, the Goldman Sachs, what the positions they have in those asset classes. These are the guys that move the price of the market. So if you want to learn more, like I said, we have a course for that. So just register on www.tradevasty.com. We also have a group where we share trade ideas. I'll be happy to put that we'll be happy to assist you through that process of learning. All right. Let me also add, if you also like us to share some ideas on some trades or opportunities that you're looking at, you could leave a comment below, and in our next video, or if you have a question you have that's bothering you, you feel I could share some ideas or some thoughts, leave a comment at the comment section below and I'll get back to you, or you can send an email to info@tradevasty.com. Okay, so looking at the sentiment of the market, we want to first look at the sentiment before we move to the fundamentals, and we'll look at some technical opportunities for entries like we always love to do. Okay, at TradeVasty. Okay, looking at the last report on the 28th of May, previous week, Tuesday, but the report comes out on the Friday. All right, we can see. Okay, let me bring up my annotation tools. Okay, for the US dollar, the non-commercials are actually reducing their short position and their long position. Not as, but the long is not reduced as more the short. There's also some concerns around the slowdown in the economy of the US. We definitely see the dollar index showing significant bearish signs. Maybe we'll take a look at that. The Swiss franc non-commercials are definitely reducing their short positions significantly. Come on, what's wrong with my drawing today? Okay, they're reducing their short position, as you can see here. They reduce their short position here, um, at least more than 4,000 contracts. They reduced their long position, but not as much as what they did. It took, they moved off the table for the Swiss franc. All right. Okay. So this is one of the currencies we're going to be looking at this week. The non-commercials are taking, they increased their short position uh, for the New Zealand dollar. Okay, and immediately increase their short position and reduce their long position. For the Japanese yen, the short position also was reduced and long position also reduced. Okay, so we'll see how that plays out for the week. For Euro, we had a major sell-off for Euro last week, so we might expect that a slight recovery for the Euro. But the overall trend for the Euro is still very much bearish. Uh, but we would still see how the market reacts in the week. The short position for the Canadian dollar too has been reduced. More the long position to reduce marginally, not significant, but we would see when we start looking at the overall trend for the Canadian dollar. Okay, for the British pound, the significant position added to the short side. Okay, there's a more very bearish outlook. More than 10,000 contracts are affected short, but still, we also notice that they increased their long position, more buy pressure by more than 5,000 contracts. Uh, so we would see what we might be expecting is for pounds to strengthen, but the overall trend may most likely be bearish. So we'll analyze that as we go forward. For the Australian dollar, the short position, long position too was also reduced. Okay. For the indices, the volatility index also long position reduced, the short position also reduced. This Let me head over to the NASDAQ 100. Significant position is added to the long side. We have a bit of short position added, maybe just to hedge that position, but the overall is still very bullish, and this may serve as a leading indicator for other indices. May definitely push. We may see other indices push higher. The Nasdaq 100 consolidated to this, also the same. The E-mini Russell short position and long position was reduced. Okay, but more long position taken off the table. Short position reduced marginally. Dow, we saw that huge fall in the DJI or the US 30, as some of you may know it. Some of you may also know that the Wall Street 30 is the Dow Jones Industrial Average Index. Okay, it was a major sell-off yesterday. Sorry, in the previous week. And what we also notice here is that there's still more long position taken off the table, looking as if there isn't that perspective to push the price higher. But when we come to the technicals, I would also show you that, of course, after that, we definitely need to see a pullback before we see really the price continue to trend in the bearish direction. Just you can say this just a minor short position added, not that significant, but we need to have a much more holistic view of that before we can determine the trend. Let me clear all this. Okay, coming to commodities section. Looking at commodities section here, you can see silver, more bearish position added, more short contracts added for silver, more than 5,000. So it may sell off this week. Gold rebound significantly. They're up to about 1,302 last week. Okay, after a push to a retest of lows last week. But what we're seeing is that the long position have also been reduced, and the short also reduced, but the more short positions taken off the table. So we may see gold push lower after that rally. So we'll watch out how that plays out we've seen how that plays out for the week. Crude oil is still more short position added, a bit of a long position also added, but not as much as was added to the short position. We have more than 5,000 contracts added for crude oil. The Brent also the same. Okay, Bitcoin. This is the Bitcoin USD. I would also need to update this record to include the Bitcoin itself, which would definitely we've been seeing a non or speculative push for Bitcoin. So, but then before I go to that, you can see the US Treasury, the Euro bond is also expected to be bullish, more than 200,000 contracts added for the Euro bond. Okay, US Treasury bonds, it's also long positions added for the 5 years Treasury notes also that are also been added to it. Okay, let's see. Let me start with Bitcoin for today. In terms of sentimental, let's look at what we could pick out of this. Take this out. Okay, yep, it's the Bitcoin I'm looking for. You can see what the non-commercials have been doing. They've been driving the price up. We don't have too much commercial activity in the Bitcoin market, but the non-commercials are definitely been driving the price up. So, but we need to be mindful of that. And this is why I'm saying we need to be mindful. Look at the way the open interest is declining. The open interest speaks to the number of contracts opened or closed in that particular asset. So you can see that the number of no new contract is being introduced is declining by the day, but and still very much below average. Okay, so we need to be mindful of that. This is the moving from a short position, driving towards the long position. So we still don't have a full confirmation that we are going long fully, but we are definitely looking at shorting this at when we find a significant entry to go short on Bitcoin. So we still might still experience that push to the upside, but we already started seeing some weakness. When we come to the chart, we will discuss that. Okay, let me quickly move on. I've looked at Bitcoin. Okay, we said some of the major setup we're looking at. Let me see the New Zealand dollar. Okay, let's see what we might expect for the US dollar. Okay, let's see what we expect for the US dollar. Come on, US dollar. Okay, we are here. Okay, US dollar. Yes, the US dollar index is here. Okay, you're still seeing that flat movement. Traders are still net long on the US dollar index, but we can quickly see something of interest is you can see the long really going below average has entered the negative territory, though the short not as much, but we're definitely not seeing too much long positions being added for the non-commercials. We also see what has been going on here. Both long positions increased, more longs added, long and short here, long and short, but they are now reducing their long. As you see here, the more longs have been taken off, but the short also taken off, added back. Then, but so it's still quite an unstable currency for me, as I usually try to avoid any currency that the US dollar is involved in. Okay, still so volatile and unstable. But that's what we're looking at. But we needed that information when we start taking a look at the indices. Okay, quickly, I wanted to take a look at Euro. Let me see what Euro look like. Euro. Okay, the New Zealand dollar. Let's look at the New Zealand dollar from a bigger picture perspective. Let's see the New Zealand dollar. Okay, let's see what the trend has been in terms of. Okay, the traders are still net short. So what I mean by net short is that below the zero line, that means that more short positions. That means more sell orders. kind of for the New Zealand dollar. Okay, and you can see interest is also increasing strongly here. So we may expect the New Zealand dollar to weaken during the week. So, of course, especially over the trade war concerns, we definitely have an impact on from China's trade activities. So we would see how that plays out also. Okay, this is net short for the New Zealand dollar, and you can see even the last position, more short position added, less long position have been added. Okay, we only had this long position that was added recently to about 5,000 contracts, but above 5,000 contracts, but they immediately added more short positions. So there are more net short for the New Zealand dollar. So we're looking at shorting the New Zealand dollar. Euro, let's go to Euro. Okay, Euro. Okay, since I'm here, let me Dow Jones. Wow, it's not really short. We are definitely approaching some looking like a shift in sentiment, but we need to always be careful here because what really happens is we've not seen this cross the zero line for quite a while, so we could just get like this bounce off that zero line, and which would be a very interesting position for to go long, because we could see this happen and this could bounce off and start going long. Okay, but we are still not yet to get confirmation to go long. The short position is still increasing, so we still might experience more sell pressure during the week until we get another updates on whether to go long. Okay, that's for the Dow Jones. Okay, let me move on to. Okay, I was looking for the euro. I wanted to talk about the euro briefly in terms of sentiment. I spent so much time talking about the sentiment of the market. Yes, but because once you are in line with where the smart money is going, uh, your technicals and your fundamentals just becomes very easy, which is what we experience in trade last here, which is what we experience. Okay, we can see euro has been short for a long time, but I also can see that we might be at an extreme here, at an extreme level. We might be getting ready for a reversal in the long run. Okay, so we can still see that some long position are added. So we definitely might see euro push up higher during the week temporarily, but it's still a long-term bearish position because the price is still below the zero line here. So let's see for the British pound. We're going to the British pound. Look at that, British pound. Okay, yes, here we are for the British pound. Okay, beautiful. Okay, we just bounced off this zero line, just like I was saying. So you can see. So now we may have a confirmation to really go short of this. The open interest is increasing significantly. The short position average is also up. So the long position slightly up, but what we will need to notice is what we might expect is price might push up higher a little, start heading lower. Also looking at the number of traders going short, we have 61% going short in the non-commercial space and 39 going long, non-commercial space. Also, okay, so we have more short position, more short position. So it might definitely a bearish outlook for British pound. Okay, we want to take a look at gold. I think we're done. Yes, so let's look at what our economic calendar would be like for the week. Where we at? Where we at? See where we at for economic outlook. Just a second. Okay, here we are. Oh, what have I done? Apologize for that. Yes, here it is. Okay, let's get rid of this. Okay. All right. So looking at the week, from an economic calendar standpoint, we'll definitely be having a lot of high impact news for the week. Let's see. Yes, China manufacturing PMI for May is going to be reported on Monday. Market manufacturing PMI for Germany, US manufacturing PMI. So a lot of manufacturing figures will definitely be released on Monday. All right, this might give you an overall direction of the global economy since we have China and US. The expectation, although for China's manufacturing PMI is expected to increase from 50.2 to the market is expecting a 50.4. So we're watching um, how that plays out. For the German PMI is expected to decline marginally from 44.4 to 44.3. The US PMI is expected to decline from 52.8 to 51.5. But the market also is expecting an increase to about 53, the general consensus. So we'll see how that plays out. Definitely high impact news for us to watch out. So Monday maybe will come out very, very volatile also. On Wednesday we have figures for Australia, the GDP growth rate for Australia for the year and for the quarter. We still have the non-manufacturing PMI, which we are looking at the numbers in the service sector, which is expected to decline in the United States. Okay, we'll see how the market reacts to that. The more figures for the Australian dollar. And on Thursday, yes, euro will be what we'll be looking at the GDP growth rate year on year for the third year estimate Q1. Okay, that's expected to be flat, but actually, from giving the sentiments, the market might react to this positively. So we'll be looking at trading euro sometime Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, GDP growth rate quarter on quarter is also expected to increase from 0.2 to 0.4. Okay, so this is definitely something that may qualify or justify the long position the market is having on euro. So look at this. Look at this. Okay, Canada balance of trade is expected to increase from 3.21 billion, 3.21 billion to about still negative deficit of 3 billion. Still an improvement. That might still improve better. The market expects it to come to about 2.45 billion. Okay, the ECB press conference, yes, something the market will be looking forward to. US balance of trade. So this is what Thursday will definitely be very busy with a lot of high impact news on Thursday. On Friday, we have the non-farm payrolls for May and balance of trade for Germany. So that is quite a busy week in terms of the economic outlook for the fundamental perspective. But so we need to have that at the back of our mind as we trade. So let's quickly look at some maybe currency setup. Let's see if we have some setup. Definitely, so given the sentiment of the market, I know we have some news for the British pound, but not as much. Is not expected to be for high impact news, but we'll be watching that closely. So we based on what we know in terms of the sentiment is we expect that the New Zealand dollar may sell off this week. We also expect that to see some sort of sharp drop in the British pound. due to the more short position added was also long. So we might get to see it strengthen first, depending on what we definitely see on our charts, depending on where price action is. So we have price at a support level. So what we might see in terms of sentiment is we might see pound push up higher first, then before going short. Okay, but if we're at a resistance level, we could see price go down first, and which is always very attractive for sellers. See price go down before going up. So let's look at some setups. So I have some setups here. So this is looking at the GBP USD on the daily time frame. We have this sweet short sell off of the British pound from last week. So given the sentiment of the market, we definitely would expect this to continue. Like as I was saying, if we want to align this to the sentiment of the market, we may expect, based on some of the disappointing PMI figures for the US, which is expected to decline, we'll definitely see the British pound push higher, test 1.27027, okay, at this level here, or we could see price still push higher to about 1.282211, okay, and we test this monthly support here at 1.28, 1.287. These levels will definitely be very attractive for a sell. If you still see a further push, you better, the higher you see push for the week, the more attractive it is for us to really go shorts. All right, so we are looking at entries around 1.27345 and 1.28211 and 1.29. Those are key levels to look out for to actually go short. So everybody has his own technical parameters for entering the trade. We are so we definitely be waiting for that to align. But this is definitely a trade continuation opportunity. So we definitely had this now price action. This has push back, then push back down. So you could see based in line of the sentiment, could see this happen, push up here before coming down, or push up higher here before coming down. But it's not that likely that we get to 1.30206. Not that likely, but we need to also have in mind the events around the trade war between US and China, and that may not help. We may get a very volatile reaction to price during the week. Okay, so that's for GBP USD. Okay, let's see. Yes, we said New Zealand is expected to sell off. Okay, definitely want to go short with this, but we've seen some sort of double bottom here. I see some sort of double bottom here, and it would be more advisable if we definitely get to see price push up to about 0.65808, somewhere here. If we get to see price push up to get my 22, of course, see push here or push up higher here. There we don't definitely have any fundamentals that will drive price up to that level, but just in line with price action, definitely would like to see that pull back up to this level. See price push back up here before going short in line with the sentiment of the market. Okay, and the overall trend has definitely been bearish. Okay, so if we definitely get a break below this level here, we wait for a retest and see if we might still head lower here. So that is our view on the New Zealand dollar USD. One of the opportunities we're looking at for the week. Okay, let's see what we have for Euro USD. Like I said, we expect that to strengthen during the week. Since we have long positions being added, we've already seen that reaction after this rejection candle at this level at the monthly support. So we still have this downtrend to contend with. Definitely. Okay, I don't intend to draw a channel. I'm going to draw a line here. I hope this side won't take it so much. Okay, the market should have started by now. Alright, so still have this. So unless you get a break above this level, monthly, we are definitely below the monthly pivot. So we might still see that trend continuation down, but during the week we definitely might see price push up, just like look at what we have here before we start heading down. So if the price push ups high, if it pushes higher, fine, the better for us to still continue the trade to the downside, but we will definitely be looking out since we are at a very significant demand zone here. We've not been able to get past this 1.1190. So euro is definitely getting a lot of support at this level. So it's still a very good buy in the short term. And we might be looking at targets around 1.12167. Definitely, depending on how the market reacts to the GDP figures, which is an improvement in the economy. We see if the market reacts to it positively, we definitely see we may see price break out of this trend line test before heading higher. Okay, so that's what our view of Euro USD. On crude oil, okay, crude oil is still very much bearish, so we definitely be waiting for a pullback before we enter. Okay, still very much bearish, so get a pullback on crude oil. We'll definitely continue down to the downside with targets around more likely to get to 49. And we definitely get to 49 levels. Crude oil 49.45 per barrel. We may get to that level. Who knows? Anything can happen. So, but given the sentiment of the markets, it's still not bearish. We have a bit of long position, so we could retrace at this level before we start heading down. Okay, for crude oil, so I won't say too much on that. For Nasdaq, we've already seen significant long position taken for Nasdaq here. So maybe these levels between 7087 level will definitely be very attractive to go long here. Let me bring up my drawing tools. So these levels here, very, very attractive. So these levels here represent a very good opportunity to go long in line with the market sentiment. And once our technicals are aligned, definitely the market will be looking out for events as it unfolds in terms of trade talks and trade war. Okay, so we'll see how that plays out. This is working that. So okay, that would be more like a swing trading for the Nasdaq 100. All right, so let's see what we have for the Dow Jones. The Dow Jones still very much bearish. We might still see price head lower. Okay, head lower here. Let's see if it aligns with the Nasdaq. It's already indicating some sort of reversal. Get ready for a reversal on Nasdaq. Kind of, we're calling the non-commercials are getting ready to go long. on that. So Australia, New Zealand, do we have an opportunity there? Let's see. Let's see if I can take one more. Have I left anything out? I think let me just move straight to Bitcoin. I just want to talk about Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin, what do we have? Okay, well, we're sort of sitting within the 7,857, and we've not been able to break above the 9,000 band. So you could see some sort of range bound activity here. So we still, if we get a pullback, we'll definitely be seeing an opportunity to continue the trade in line with this trend of trade here. Okay, is that here? Okay, I think so. Okay, here is fine. All right. So, but if we get to break this trend line here, then we'll definitely be looking for opportunities to go short. Okay, so that's about some of the trade setup we're looking at. So we're looking at shorting the New Zealand dollar. We're definitely looking at technical opportunities when they align for us to go short for the New Zealand dollar. Don't forget the British pound is also expected to strengthen either before or after, depending on your price action parameters. You need to watch out for that, but the overall is expected to go short. Euro is may rebound and be strong this week based on analysis that is in line with the sentiment of the market. We'll see how we can benefit from that. Nasdaq 100 is expected to go long. For the DJI, well, definitely a lot of long position are taken off the table and a bit of a short, so we might still see push lower. But the Nasdaq is something we want to keep our eyes on. For gold, more long position being taken off, more short position, I guess. Let me confirm that. Okay, yeah, more short position. I'm sorry. For gold, yes, more long position being taken off the table. Also the short position, so you can see maybe price range within that level for a while, but we still don't have a clear confirmation to go short. Let's see. Let's see what overall of gold. Take this view. Right. Okay, we're still definitely very bullish on this. Still, the outlook is still very much bullish. All right, so that's about it. Please don't forget to subscribe to our videos. Hit the notification button. Also don't forget to give us a thumbs up. We appreciate that greatly. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for also following us on our YouTube channel. It's been encouraging. So this week we'll be looking at posting some of our trade results to also we're putting that out there for accountability's sake, so that we can prove to you that we're also trading with you. Okay. So I've said so much. I try to bring this to make this as concise as possible, but we had so much to talk about. So thank you for listening. This is Dynamic FX signing out. Thank you.